Hello to all my friends out there. Okay, so here are my tasty chocolate cupcakes, and I put cherry pie filling in the middle. And so now I just want to frost these. I saved my chocolate frosting in the freezer. Yummy. I want to, and rule 2, enjoy life. Got to. Sometimes I get a little carried away with the frosting, but not tonight. I'm being, I'm having some frosting, but I'm not going crazy. One side of this one fell off, and so, I thought I'd better taste it. It was pretty good, too. So, this is not expensive. The cake mix was 88 cents at Walmart. I got the pie filling at Dollar Tree and the frosting at Dollar Tree. So for a whole batch, it would be $3, but for a half batch like this, it would be $1.50. So that's pretty cheap. I don't want to spend a lot of money on my everyday food. I just want to eat some tasty food that'll do. I want to make my food good. And I'm going to be working on the quality of my food now, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on my food. I just want to shop carefully. Okay, so I have a meal plan. And one of my meal plans, okay, so I think my cupcakes look pretty good. Okay, ugh, my cupcakes. I want to make a casserole. So I have a new recipe and I'm excited. Okay, I got this book, Good Food on a Budget. And in this cookbook is a sausage egg bake. I go, yeah, that'll do. It's cheap and it's a casserole. And it sounds pretty good. Sometimes you'll look at a recipe, I do this, and I go, how can that be good? The thing that was kind of a turn off on this recipe is you put boiled eggs in it. But I said to myself, that's good because I bought eggs at 99 cents only, and they need to be used up. Okay, if this makes too much for my little casserole, I'll just bake some of it in some cupcake tins. Okay, 1 cup flour. And it's easy to make too. That's another thing. Okay, and it calls for 1 cup cornmeal. I don't know if this is actually 100%, but when I looked on the side of the bag, it said ingredients: corn treated with hydrated lime and folic acid. Corn. So, And plus, I bought the huge bag, of course. So one thing important is to use what you have on hand. If you're making a cheap recipe of some sort, what you don't want to do is buy a bunch of expensive ingredients because then it's not cheap anymore. I sift everything. I buy these sifters at Dollar Tree. Okay, 4 tablespoons sugar. And so, I stockpile 10-pound sugar, so that's no problem. 4 teaspoons baking powder. That's no problem. I stockpile baking powder. This is an easy recipe, and it makes a lot. And what I don't eat, I will just freeze it. One half teaspoon salt. I don't know what I did. That's it for the dry ingredients. Then it calls for 2 eggs and 1 cup reconstituted milk. And I just have this much milk left, and so, you know, that's how much I'm going to use. And then, you know, I have 2 eggs. I bought these eggs at 99¢ only. I found them to be a good deal, and they're very large eggs. I'll show you. These were 18 very large eggs for I think it was $2.99. So this is going to be a good little casserole. This is nice if you want to have a little brunch. I think it's going to be kind of like cornbread with bacon and eggs. So I will just make a little, well, I'll just pretend I'm making cornbread. So on cornbread, what you're really doing is you're just wetting your dough. That's all you're doing. And it calls for 2 tablespoons, where is that? Drippings. Well, 1/4 cup. That'd be a lot. But one must follow the instructions. Oh, look at that. My drippings was just too, you know, this is the kind of thing that why it's gonna taste good with those drippings in there. And that's why I had to go to Dollar Tree. I haven't done it yet because I have to eat some of the food in my freezer. But pretty soon I'm going to, you know, pack one side of my freezer with some, and then you fold in sausage. And this is the part, and I thought, how can this be good? But you just have to, you know, when I was a hairdresser, the biggest cause of failure to follow the instructions. So let's see what happens here. Well, it actually looks good, you know. Probably some old Southern cook came up with this. All right. It actually looks and smells really, really good. Okay, so I'm still using my shortening up. After I finish this shortening, I'll be buying more shortening, but for things like this where you're just greasing the pan, I stockpiled lard. I think lard would be good for this kind of thing. I don't know. I'll try it, and if I like it, I'll continue, and if I hate it, I won't continue. I use the maple sausage. That's probably why my casserole smells so good. I think I'm just going to put it all in here, and maybe my casserole is going to be a little thicker. Well, I think this will work out. And then you bake, let's see, how long does it say? 20 minutes at 425. So I think it's going to be a pretty good little casserole I came up with. And I'm going to use my cutting boards. I'm going to have my casserole on the top. I'm going to have a salad on the second row and my cupcakes on the third row. I'm just going to follow the same diagram. Oh, you guys, this looks good. This is a good one. You got to try this. Okay, you guys, I'll be back pretty soon with a sausage and egg bake. I will have like a little brunch. Okay, you guys, God bless you all. This is everything you have on hand.